So what's going on, everybody? Another reaction video of a BMW going over 100 miles per hour. Pretty fast speeds, if you would ask me. But let's check it out. Get right on into it. So where is it at? Let's see. I think that this is him. I'm guessing. Passing up everyone. Wow, so he actually got up to 115 miles per hour a while ago. That is incredibly fast.
Getting off. Is that we're just south of the 105 here, just south of the 105. He looks like he's going to be getting off at, is that Rosecrans? Or it's Rosecrans. He's getting off at Rosecrans, guys. You're right, Colleen. That's a sports car we're looking at. It's a white BMW, looks to be an M2 coupe, and he is definitely capable of going at speeds much faster than what we've seen in this pursuit. But he was encountering a little too much traffic there on the 605. Now decided to get off at the 605.
Oh, he's coming to a stop there.
Rosecrans, we'll see
so
which
might
way
be
he goes.
Giving up.
Eastbound or westbound are his choices. He can make, it looks like he's hugging that left lane, about to make a left eastbound turn onto Rosecrans Avenue, and sure enough, there it is, the eastbound turn onto Rosecrans. CHP continuing the pursuit. Look at him getting off of the, getting onto the off ramp. He's getting on, back onto the freeway. Another on ramp here. This is going to put him right back on. Okay, he's getting on. I thought for a second he was going to go the wrong way. He's getting back on the correct side, but he just used that intersection to get right back onto the 605 freeway. Again, continuing southbound along the 605. We're just south of the 105 freeway.
Going over the speed limit like that in a chase like that,
which is
it's not gonna help.
All of these freeways south of the
It's not gonna help his situation at all. He might have, that should never happen.
Was a little bit north of here as he was approaching the 5 freeway. You saw that steady backup. He was able to manage that, and now has very little traffic to negotiate with. In fact, he could really push it here if he wants to. He's still doing about 80 miles per hour, but he is showing signs of looking for an opportunity to maybe get off and maybe foot bail or something like that. But he
he'll run out of speed way before the cops run out of speed. Gas, not speed.
Not able to do that. He's got a full pursuit package in tow here as they're right on his tail. I mean, despite the high speeds, they are doing, once again, a remarkable job here as he transitions onto the 91 freeway, taking that westbound transition onto the 91.
And whenever you go 50 miles per hour, all right, that's like you're gonna get somewhere, quickly. If the speed is 50, go 50. But if you're going 60 to 80 miles per hour in a 50, that won't get you anywhere faster than what 50 really would get you.
I did not see
you always have to come stop behind people and and then next thing you know, you'll get a ticket if you're doing that, so it's not worth doing that.
And I think your sentiments are echoed by the watch commander. He is much happier to have his troopers on the freeway chasing this guy than on surface streets. It just becomes all that much more dangerous with an unpredictable driver like this behind the wheel. If he gets off the freeway and
going 80 miles per hour or 100 miles per hour, if he just literally tries to hurry up and turn or anything like that, he will flip that car around. The car would be flipping around.
Maybe he was about to transition there. In any event, open the gore point around those cars. Look at him weaving all around here to try and lose those officers.
Better yet, at like 100. I mean, there's no way.
If they pull back, they have shown no signs of doing so just yet. But the speeds are certainly high, and the driving, the maneuvers here, one wrong twist of that steering wheel, and it could be a disaster. So
right, you heard the guy. He said one wrong twist of that steering wheel. The same thing that I basically said.
90 miles per hour, trying to weave through the little traffic here that there is. Again, now we're going west towards the.
Like if he has to hurry up and get out of anyone's way, going 100, he would just start flipping over and over.
Traffic once again will
it's not worth it.
Slightly. So we'll see what it looks like up ahead here.
I mean, they have helicopters. This dude don't see what's going on.
But a little bit further up, past the LA River, past the 710, it will start to slow down on him.
Trying to stay on that 91 West going towards.
Even if he was on a NASCAR, I mean, if he was even
we'll
driving a NASCAR car, he wouldn't be able to outrun
I'm watching the odometer just
cops like that. That's not gonna happen. And I don't know. I don't understand why would people do this, but
a chippy behind him on that motorcycle gives him a little bit of extra maneuverability and sudden speed if they need it. This guy's going to try to maneuver his way out from these larger CHP vehicles. Not sure if he's going to be able to do that, but having a motorcycle officer behind him is going to give them one extra weapon to keep up with this guy if need be, although I'm always fearful to watch a motorcycle officer. I mean, they're out there with zero protection and going at 100 miles an hour. That's pretty scary.
Well, one of the things that they can also do aside from
in the
assisting in
future,
the pursuit itself and keeping eyes on the
when
driver,
AI will drive the
shut down
cars
some
for
of
people,
the entrance ramps
like
to
there
keep
won't be no
traffic
steering
from
wheel,
getting on the freeway.
there
However,
won't
at
be
these
any
speeds,
cop
that
chases, because
becomes a
if a
little
cop
bit
gets behind
counterproductive.
you
There's not a whole
in the
lot of
future,
effectiveness
probably
in doing that
your car
unless
will
they
be
have
shut
a
off
couple
by
officers
AI.
in
So
position, or maybe
see
are able to
that,
create
you
a
know,
traffic
that's all
break
part of the
behind him.
reason
Even
why,
behind
you know,
him, though, when you're
AI.
going this fast, it's really difficult,
They're
especially
making
as he
them.
keeps transitioning. Now we're getting onto the southbound 710 here, so now we're off the 105, off the 91.
Because he's
onto the
putting a lot of
southbound
people,
710
you
here.
know,
Again, once again over the goal point, a new
you know,
primary officer
lives
taking
in,
over,
at risk,
that
you know.
lead position there. You saw they had that Baldwin
I mean,
Park
look at that.
SUV behind him, and now a primary challenger right behind him taking over as they start to do that dance, handing this off to various CHP stations in the region here as he continues southbound
Boy, better
710 freeway at 90 miles per hour with a lot more traffic as he weaves around here. You start to really hold your breath because the way he's weaving around at these speeds, this is where it could get very, very dangerous. Not that it hasn't been this whole time, but you certainly just hope that he doesn't make one wrong move.
Boy, that
Our
truck,
car
man.
enthusiast who is directing the show, Mike Gilbert, is telling me that's a BMW 135i. It's turbocharged. 6
And then if somebody don't see him coming that fast, you know, and they go in the turn to the next lane, that would not be too good.
Behind him. Keep in mind, I think, Chris, we probably would have seen them pull off.
why you
of
gotta
this
check
one, but
your
it's become
mirrors.
So dangerous, but it shows the level of suspect
While you're
that
even
they're
driving,
dealing with.
going
This is a
straight,
guy
you
that
gotta
could
still
be
check your mirrors
involved
with
with
everybody
armed
else.
robberies. He could be
Because of
armed
people
right
like
now as
that.
we speak. There's also rumors that he could have body armor on. Plus, you add that to the tinted windows, the high speeds. This is a dangerous man, clearly, and they're taking it very seriously.
That's right, and there's no way to know, at least for us at this point, to know whether that car actually belongs to him. So if it's a stolen car, which we don't know if that is, we haven't heard that, but if it's not his car,
Wow.
there is no way to track him. If they were to
Bro.
let it go, they'd be relying completely on the air unit for as long as the air unit can stay in the air with fuel. And so that's not something they're willing to take a chance on just yet. If they can keep up with him, they're going to do that, especially
See?
as
See,
he
if he
encounters
would've
more
been in
traffic
between,
here.
that would've been a
He is
wreck.
considered armed and
Bad.
dangerous, and that is giving them even more justification, as you talked about, to keep
He's
the
trying to
pressure on
predict
and
everyone's
stay on
moves
his
on the
tail.
road,
There's
and
that
you're not
CHP
able to predict
CHP
what everyone's
helicopter
gonna
right
do
overhead
on the
there
road.
as he continues now slowing
Because
down
if someone
again,
like that is
traffic
gonna do
bunching
all
up
this,
here
imagine
as
that.
we approach the 405 freeway, and looks like he's taking it. He's taking the 405. He could still go over that goal point, but looks like he's now committed to the 405 freeway. And if I'm not mistaken, that will be the westbound transition on the 405. Double check that. Yes. Yeah, it looks like the westbound side of the 405
I
is getting
mean,
going.
crazy.
Yeah, and you can see that CHP so close behind him as well. But then you can see the box truck kind of moving over and letting him to get over. But again, this is always catches everybody off guard when you see a car driving this quickly and then the CHP right behind you. But again, we're sort of limited on our viewing to see exactly which part of this 405 he's right there.
Southbound
or if he's
710
gonna. It looks like it does say that, Chris, when you just said southbound 710, it's Sky Map.
Yeah, he was going towards the 405, and then he just used that connector to get right back on. So he's slowing himself down here. It gives you the impression
Might be running
that
out of
he may
gas.
not be quite familiar with the freeways, at least as much as we thought he was. He
Then
seems
he'd
to
be
be
like,
maybe getting
"See,
a
I
little bit
should've
lost
just
here 'cause
stopped
he's just
in the
using
beginning."
these connectors to get right back off, and now he's getting off. Now he's getting off. This is going to put him onto the eastbound, I believe the southbound side of the 405, which technically goes eastbound here. No, that's not the 405. That's not the 405 at all. That's
He's
going
going
to be
in circles.
what is that? That is Wardlow Road. Wardlow Road. He's going eastbound Wardlow, getting off of the
Just
freeway.
crazy.
And now things get real because CHP has a real decision to make here, and I presume I should say, that they are going to continue, but we'll see what the driving is like here. Now that he's getting off of the freeway, he is really giving these officers a run for their money, but they were able to make the transition with him, at least some of them were. We'll pull back just a little bit once we can to see if we can see how far that closest unit, look at him right behind him. Right behind him is that primary unit, a secondary unit, a supervisor behind them, and there's that chippy. So
Yeah,
4
he's,
units
you
right
know.
behind him as he comes up on a red light, right through the red light, taking a right turn there, southbound Pacific Place.
He's not
Wardlow,
like
and now,
gonna escape the cops.
Like I said, this is going to become a much different
It's a
game now that
silly
he's off the
situation.
freeway.
Yeah, and at what point, Chris, does it, we know that the CHP is obviously has jurisdiction over it on the freeway, but at what point do they start jockeying for which law enforcement agency sort of starts taking the lead in this?
I hope
Or
nobody's
does the
jogging on the
CHP
road
ask
over
the
there,
local
bro.
law
I mean,
enforcement to try to block some of these areas or try to
That was
make
probably
their
a red
presence
light he
known?
just went through.
It's a great question, and the short answer is never. CHP is very territorial over their pursuits, and it is very rare, unless it turns into a foot pursuit and they need perimeter set up and areas cordoned off, then they will ask for assistance. But when CHP is chasing a suspect, it is their game. They will invite other CHP officers who are available to join the pursuit and help out however they can, but they very rarely, extremely rare, to see them mingle with other agencies unless it's really a need for mutual aid, and that is very, very rare. And you can see him blowing through red lights here. Another wild left turn there onto Willow. Another red light here through Earl. No cross traffic there, but you can see them actually going through the red lights with him. Again, those same units maintaining pressure here, not even backing off at all. They are right behind him again, as you mentioned, and as Mike expertly said, this car is capable of speeds much faster than we have seen thus far in this pursuit. So it looks like he's now on Long Beach Boulevard, a right southbound turn onto Long Beach Boulevard. This will take him this is worrying because this will take him right into downtown Long Beach. So on a busy night like tonight, you can imagine that the further south we get, the closer we get to downtown Long Beach, you will start to see some of those restaurants and shops and people crossing the street. Thankfully, he's getting off of Long Beach now onto Hill.
He might start running into some real traffic pretty soon because he's on them little small roads like that.
We have to wonder if he had intentions of making his way and bringing the CHP down here.
Oh yeah, let him run into some traffic now, because if he does, he'll have to stop.
That we don't know the answers to, but is this random or is this intentional? That's what we're looking for now. If he starts to go around and round, that'll give them an opportunity.
Maybe he didn't even notice them behind him.
He seems to be making a lot of random turns, like I said, just randomly.
He made some distance.
I've seen one like that already, where the girl said that she didn't even see them behind her already. So I mean, he might not even, recognize that they were behind him.
Traffic or on the oncoming lane, at least, really cutting these corners pretty tight.
But he is driving. He is driving pretty
recklessly,
recklessly,
or he's truly doing it on his own with that car.
He's zigzagging. He
Going
is literally
over the
zigzagging
speed,
his way
passing
through
up
here.
vehicles.
That's a tactic to try and lose those
Too
officers.
much.
They're going to continue. Again, they know where he's making those turns because of the helicopter. They just can't go at the same speed he's going down residential streets. They have to slow down a little bit, but they know where they have to make the turns. They know where he is, and so they're going to continue as best they can to keep up with him. But 90 miles per hour down MLK Jr. here on a surface street, very, very concerning. This is a very concerning situation.
Oh, he's stopping. He's getting out.
Here comes the driver. No other passengers, just the driver jumping
He's
out
running
of the
on the
vehicle.
sidewalk
He is
between the
now
houses and the
on
road.
foot. Okay, look at this. Is this a stranger's home, or does he know this person? Nope. He is
Nah, he's running on the
making
road.
this up now. Is he gonna
What
try?
is he
What's
doing? What is?
here?
Oh, he's giving up.
Okay, hands up.
Yes,
Giving
man,
giving
he should
himself
have been
up.
did
Giving
that. That's
himself
why.
up. He sees CHP.
See,
They're gonna
he
make
wouldn't have had
communication
that
here.
extra
Guns
charge if he
drawn.
would have just gave up,
Officers with their
right
guns
away.
drawn.
You see the cop lights
CHP
behind you,
troopers aim
pull over,
squarely
that's what
at
that means,
suspect now proning himself out, following orders as they approach him. and
Wow.
attempt to make a felony
See,
arrest here.
you know,
You can see that Chippy
that's
standing
one
by
thing
right
you
there.
do not
He
want to
is
do
not
is
gonna
take
put up a
off
fight,
and run just
and
to
this
gain
pursuit
more
coming to
charges,
as
because in the
safe
end
of
they
a
will catch you.
possible
Like,
resolution
you know,
as
that's
you
how it
could
works with the
possibly
law.
imagine.
You know.
It really couldn't end any better than this, because that was very, very scary when you consider the speeds he was going.
Yeah, that.
Wow, that is just crazy. But I hope that y'all liked this video, and if you did, leave a like and comment and subscribe for more content like this. And thank you for watching. Yep, on to the next one. That was a really crazy reaction video, though, I'll tell you that.